Hello guys, in the last video we have seen import section in our Java programming format. In Java programming format overall 5 sections are available, we know. First one is comment section, next one is package section, next one is import section, next one is classes or interfaces section, and last one is which one? Main class section. Out of these 5 sections we completed already comment section, package section and import section. In this video we are going to see classes or interfaces section. Good. Anyway, in this video just I am going to give only 1 or 2 points about this classes or interfaces section. Why? Because we are going to see full-fledged information about these classes or interfaces in object orientation. In the future, in object orientation videos, we are going to see the total awareness on this class and interface content. But at present, we are going to see just what is the need of writing class and interfaces in our Java programs. Up to that point only we are going to understand. Good. The main intention of classes and interfaces in Java applications is to represent all real world entities. The main intention to write classes and interfaces in Java applications is to represent all real world entities. To represent all real world entities only, we are going to use these classes and interfaces. This is what exactly the intention of which one? Classes and interfaces. No. That is the main requirement. Okay, to represent real world entities. What are the various real world entities actually? What exactly the real world entities here we are able to provide? Maybe a student is treated as real world entity, or maybe an employee is treated as a real world entity, or maybe a customer is treated as a real world entity, an account is treated as a real world entity, or maybe a product is treated as a real world entity, maybe a transaction is treated as a real world entity, or maybe and so on, some different things. So all these are which one? Real world entities. To represent these real world entities in our programming part, we are going to use which one? Classes and interfaces section. So this class and interfaces we are going to use. In a Java file, to declare this class and interfaces, we have a location. That location is nothing but which one? Classes and interfaces section. There only we are going to declare these classes and interfaces. It's okay guys. How many number of classes and interfaces we are going to write? What are the various number of classes and interfaces we are going to write? Do you have any limitation over number of classes and interfaces in a Java applications? In a single Java file also, do you have any limitation for writing number of classes and interfaces in general? No. We are not at all having any limitation over writing number of classes and interfaces in a single Java file. So the point is, in a Java applications, not even a single Java file I am telling there, in a Java applications, no limitations for writing number of classes and interfaces. We are able to write any number of classes and interfaces in Java applications. We are able to write any number of class and interface in Java applications as per the application requirement. If requirement is coming to write number of class and interfaces, then we are able to write any number of classes and interfaces as part of your applications. Right, sir. This is the point here we have to understand. In Java applications, no limitation for the number of classes and interfaces. No, we can write any number of classes and interfaces as per the requirement in our Java applications. But there is a suggestion. What is the suggestion here I am telling here? In real-time application development, we will prepare a single class per Java file in general. We'll prefer, this is suggestion only, it is not like any mandatory condition. In a single Java file, we are able to write any number of classes, no problem here. In a single Java file, we are able to write any number of classes here. Right, sir, no problem here. We can write any number of classes or interface in a single Java file, but the suggestion is which one? We can write, it is suggestible to write one single class per file. If 10 classes I want to prepare, 10 files we can take. If 20 classes if you want to provide, we can prepare 20 number of files, no problem here. That is suggestion here now. But in a single Java file, we can write any number of classes and any number of interfaces. That depends on our requirement directly. But suggestion is which one here? Per file, one class. Per what means one class we are going to write in one file. Another class if you want to write, we can create which one? Another file here. This kind of convention we are going to follow. And what exactly the class name we are going to take there? With the same name we are going to save that file. So these many conventions we are going to follow in our real-time application development. So in real-time application development, we will prepare single class per Java file. Maybe single class per Java file. And interface situation is also single interface for our single Java file that we are going to provide. Good, sir. In Java applications, how we are going to declare classes now? How it is possible to declare a single class here if you want to provide now? Just simple, by using class keyword, we are able to declare class. Class, and next one is class name here we have to provide there. Now, inside these classes, now here we are going to declare variables and methods we are able to provide. That depends on our requirement. So, how many number of variables and how many number of methods we want to declare inside the classes? Like this, by using this syntax here, we are able to prepare these classes and interfaces. Similarly, we are able to prepare interfaces in our Java application also. There we are able to provide interface. For example, interface, there we are going to declare which one can know, employee service, something else. We are going to take some interface now. Inside this interfaces here, we are going to declare some variables and methods. Which methods are allowed in classes and which methods are allowed in the case of interfaces, we are going to discuss later on. In the future, we are going to have separate topics there. What exactly the meaning of interface, what exactly the meaning of class. This type of concepts are available. In the future, we are going to see them. But time being, we can understand, if you want to declare a class in a Java program there, we have to use class employee, might be employee or maybe customer or student, whatever it may be. We need to use class syntax. Class keyword, we have to use class and some class name. Next one is we need to declare variables and methods. And if you want to declare any interface, no, there we have to use interface keyword, interface name. That interface name may be anything, employee service or maybe account service or whatever it may be, some service class or some dev classes may be anything, whatever it may be. Just we have to take one interface there. Inside this interface, we have to use which one? Variables and methods clearly. So this is what exactly the content we can understand. It's okay, sir. Now what we understood there about our classes and interfaces section. The main intention of this class and interface in Java applications is to represent all real world entities in the form of coding part. It's okay. Example classes and interface are which one there? Student, employee, customer, account, product, transaction, and so on. Next one, in Java applications, no limitation for writing number of class and interfaces. No, we are able to write any number of class and interface in Java applications as per the application requirement. Depending on our requirement, we can write any number of classes and interfaces. In real-time application development, we will prepare single class per Java file. In a single Java file, maybe we are able to include a single class or we are able to include single interface max. That is a standardization. But we are able to write, but it is possible to write. Here I am giving clarity there, but it is possible to write any number of classes and interfaces in a single Java file. But writing more number of class and interface in a single Java file is not suggestible. Writing more than one class, or more than one interface in a single Java file is not suggestible. Writing more than one class or more than one interface is not suggestible in our single Java file. Try to recognize this. Okay, sir. What is the basic syntax to write classes now? How we are going to write these classes here? To write these classes, we are going to use class keyword. Class keyword where we need to provide class name. In this example, I have given class name is which one? Employee. There we are able to provide which one? Variables and methods. Next one is we are going to write interface. No, interface keyword here we are going to use it to prepare interfaces. Where interface name here we provided, like for example, employee service here we provided. Now here we are going to use which one? Variables and methods clearly. So this is what exactly the meaning of which one? No, classes and interfaces section in our Java programming format. In the last video we have seen classes and interfaces section in a Java programming format. So in this video we are going to see main class section, that is last section in our Java programming format in our Java file. Good. So in overall in Java programming format 5 parts are available. comment section, package section, import section, classes and interfaces section, and the last one is which one? Main class section. In the previous videos already we have seen all these sections, no? Then finally we have to see this main class section. Clear? So what is the main intention of this main class? What is the meaning of this main class first of all? What is the need of this? What is the main meaning of this main class? No? Right, sir. If any Java class contains main method, if any Java class contains main method, then that Java class is called as main class. If any Java class contains main method, then that Java class is called as which one? Main method, main class. Okay, fine. Understand it clearly. In a Java application, in a single Java application, we are able to write more and more number of classes, more and more number of interfaces we are going to write there. More and more number of Java classes we are going to write. Depends on our requirement. Number of classes we are going to write. Out of all these many number of classes, we are going to write our main method in a particular class. Out of all these number of classes, we are going to write main method in a single class. That single class is called as which one? Main class. Understand it here? What is the meaning of this main class? No? In a Java application, we are able to write more and more number of classes. Out of these many number of classes, which class is going to include main method? Definitely in one class we are going to write main method. Not in all the classes. No. In only one class we are going to write our main method. In which class we have written that main method, that class is called as which one? Main class. That's the meaning of this one. It's okay, fine. Next one is which one? Then after that, what is the requirement of writing main method? What is the need of writing main method? Right, sir. If you come for this point, this might be a question here. What is the requirement to write main method in a Java applications? This question will come there. For this question, answer is very clear. When we execute Java program, JVM will be activated. Now JVM will execute our application. How can we say JVM is executing our application? JVM is thinking our total application logic is available inside the main method. By having this kind of thought, JVM will execute main method directly. Executing our Java application is nothing but JVM is executing our main method. How JVM is executing our main method? JVM thought is which one? JVM is thinking our total application logic is available inside this main method. Because of that reason only, JVM is executing our main method. So the point is which one? To define application logic. To define application logic in Java applications, we need main method. Even though we define our application logic in some other classes, but that classes object must be created inside the main method only. That means that the centralized logic must be provided through which method? Main method. So for that purpose we require this main method. This is one point. Next one is which one? Apart from that, JVM will execute our application by calling main method. Means that starting point of the main method is application execution starting point. Ending point of the main method is application execution ending point. So if you want to define starting point and ending point for our program, we have to go for which one? Main method. So to define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need main method. Overall, main method is available in, main method is required because of two reasons. One is which one here? To define application logic in Java applications, we need main method. And to define starting point and ending point to the application execution, we need main method. These are the reasons why we require this main method. Okay, once if we want to write this main method because of these reasons, definitely we have to take one class. That class is called as which one? Main class. This is the meaning of which one? Main class concept here. Okay, fine. So totally all these things here we completed here. All the formats here we completed here. Now if you observe our programming format overall, if you observe this programming format here, overall 5 parts are available here. What are the 5 parts in our programming format there? Previously we understood it. There are 5 parts in our programming format. So the first one is which one? Comment section. Next one is package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, and main class section. So if you go for this comment section is optional. It is not mandatory. Similarly, package section is also be optional. Import section is also be optional. And next one is which one? Classes or interfaces section is also be optional. But main class section is which one? Mandatory. Why main class section is mandatory? Main method is mandatory in a Java program. If main method is mandatory, so definitely main class is also be mandatory. But here a bit version wise points are available there. Up to Java 6 version, main method is optional in our Java program. Not required to write main method. Mandatorily it is not required. But officially, as per the suggestion, as per the standardization, we have to prepare Java application with main method only. Even without main method also, we can run our program up to Java 6 version. Right from Java 7 version, without main method, we are unable to run our Java applications. Right from Java 7 version onwards, we are unable to run our program without main method. But up to Java 6 version, testing point of view, we can check it. We can execute our Java program without main method also. But in Java 7 version onwards, we must return main method if we want to run our program. Without main method, Java program will not be executed right from Java 7 version. On a whole, I am giving clarity there. Main method is mandatory in the case of Java applications. So if main method is mandatory, automatically main class is also be mandatory in our Java applications. When main class is mandatory, automatically main class section is mandatory in our Java programming format. That's all guys. Now this is what exactly the meaning of Java programming format overall. Right. Thank you.